What's good, YouTube? It's your homeboy Camcorder Banks. Welcome to my channel Cooler with Camcorder, where you get content focused on streetwear, sneaker content, and of course menswear fashion. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below and let me know you rocking with your homeboy. Now, I know y'all see that title at the bottom, man, so I ain't even gonna hold y'all. We talking about the Nike Air Tailwind 79 special edition. Y'all know how we do it. Let's get right to it. Roll camera. All right, y'all, now today I got the Nike Tailwind, man. These are the 79 Tailwinds, old school, man. These are some vintage joints. I told y'all while it's really important for y'all to be wearing sneakers like these is because it lets you all set the trend across all styles that you have. Now, it's a lot of detail that's in this sneaker, and for one, I say that this is one of my favorites. This got a lot that's going on this sneaker, so don't let this one shaded type of sneaker fool you, man. So let's just hop right into it. All right, now first thing first, I have to give it up to the bottom of this sneaker. This lets me know that I can walk on any type of terrain, any gravel, any rocks, any ground, any asphalt or anything, and I'm gonna be comfortable simply because look at the bottom. You have the spikes at the bottom, which a lot of people tend to look past. They just think it's a plain sneaker, but when it comes to comfort and your security of a foot, you definitely have these spikes at the bottom to make sure that the shock or impact that you have on these sneakers will be all good to go. So you're not gonna be doing any crazy walking around and feeling all the rocks and everything. You'll still feel comfortable. Now moving on to the midsole, it's nothing that's real fancy that's going on with this sneaker, but it's still fire at the same time, because if you look at the midsole, you'll see that it's just all white at the bottom. This is a little firmer at the same time. It's soft at the bottom, but it's a little firm when you get to the midsole. I still think that it could do some justice. It's better than walking around some flat Jordan 1s and walking around and having your feet hurt instantly. This still will bring some comfort to your foot, so don't let that knock you. Now getting to this upper is where the business really starts to happen. Now if you look closely on here, you will see one of my favorite things. I'm talking about mesh. Any type of time that you have mesh on a sneaker, it just lets you know right off the back you're not about to have any crazy creases on your sneaker. It won't look worn. Your sneakers won't look busted. You won't have to do too much to your sneaker in order to make it continuously look good. And at the same time, if you do just happen to mess it up or anything, get any dirt or any grime on your sneaker or anything like that, you'll still be good to go, because what you can do is pop these boys up in a washer, give it a little wash, let them come out, let them air dry, then you can apply any of your favorite sneaker cleaner on here and it'll turn right back to new. These boys will look like right back like they was in new fashion already, so you'll be good to go. Now the next part I have to give it up to is definitely this huge fat swoosh that they have on this sneaker, man. I have to say this is one of my favorite parts because it stands out like a sore thumb, and at the same time the material that's on this sneaker is fire, simply because why? It's some tumble leather. The best part about having tumble leather on your sneaker is that you're not gonna have any type of messed up creases on your sneaker as you move forward. Tumble leather gives like this worn type of look on your sneakers, so it won't look busted or anything as you move forward in the future. And even so, even if you was to have these for a few months, or even if you was to have these for a few years, the tumble leather will not wear. Like, it has like that worn look to it already, which makes me feel refreshed, because I told y'all before I love having some worn type of sneakers, and that makes me feel like it's fire, bruh. So yeah, this definitely gets like the mark of approval when it comes to like the style of how they switched up different patterns, different materials, and they kept along this monochromatic style on this sneaker. So if you see it from the front to the back to the side, they have this monochromatic pattern. And what I mean by monochromatic is it stayed along the same shade of color even when it gets to the laces on this sneaker. Now that's what makes me pretty excited, because they stayed along the same pattern, the same shade of coloring on here. So if you do want to get wild and crazy a little bit, you could definitely switch up these things on here. You can switch up the laces on here and have like that crimson orange type of color and give some crazy pop to it in the summer and springtime. But if you just want to chill and have some chill vibes with these sneakers, you absolutely can, and you can do it with this sneaker just by keeping the laces on here. Now what I do want to bring up while we at the top of this sneaker, I do want to give a shout out to the tongue and the back of this sneaker. They have that vintage type of style on here, which I told you all for. The tongue has that look like it's very vintage, like it's unfinished. I actually like this because it gives that real vintage retro look to it. I think that's fire to me. So I don't know about y'all, but hopefully y'all think it's just as fire, because I've shown y'all how I look on Nike Blazers, and when they do that every time, bro, like I'm pretty much sold. Also, at the same time, you'll see on the top of this tongue and you'll see on the back of here, they have that vintage style print on here. It's like Nike's stamp of approval, man. And I have to give them big ups to it. When you get a vintage sneaker like this, you get that stamp of approval, and I have to give them a shout out on that, man. Last thing that I do want to give a shout out to is the back of here, man. If you have your sneaker on the back, man, you just want to rest up, you just want to prop your feet up or something, and you want to relax, sit back in a chair, or you're driving for miles and miles, or you just want to lean back on the back of your heel, you got that slick back right there. You'll be all good to go. Check that slick back. It's like a little angle area where you can lean back on the back of your sneaker. So shout out to them for that. It's small detail, but do big things, man. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that breakdown for this sneaker really quick. Like I said, I give this an 8 out of 10, man. This is true to size. It's going for 100 bones. So y'all keep y'all eye out for a sneaker like this, man. If y'all haven't added this to y'all collection, make sure y'all do that today, man. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go pay some bills real quick. So hopefully y'all have a good day. Y'all staying clean, wash your hands, be cool, be safe. I'm out, I'm gone. I'll holler at you. Peace.
Enlightened creature here, ain't no man that I'ma fear. Godly and I hardly fuck with peasants. Go and fetch my beer.